Yeah, welcome to the next edition of Tip Tuesday. Over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to discuss side thrust kick as well as side snap kick, comparing and contrasting the differences as well as making sure you know how to do the kick itself. Today's focus will be predominantly on side thrust, so please make sure to tune in for my next Tip Tuesday in 2 weeks' time so that you can get the comparison and contrast with side snap. So side thrust kick, or Yoko, geri, kekomi as it's called, has various components to it. The first, with any kick, of course, you have to have balance. The idea is to bend on your supporting leg, keep your body upright, and keep your center of gravity over your base. That's the only way to balance when you're on one leg. But let's talk about the features specific to side thrust. So, as we described, bending your legs, keeping your body upright. The start position is essential. Your foot will go at the level that your knee is directed. So the whole point here is to try and get your knee up into your shoulder and not your shoulder down to your knee. So often I see people doing this as opposed to lifting and trying to get their knee up into their shoulder. Calf should be tight against your hammy. At this point, as an exercise, feel free to actually grab your leg and pull it into you. Toes are curled up, ankle is curled up. Now, what's key on the way out is that you go out in a straight line. So what I want you to imagine is that you're in a tunnel. So you're allowed to go through the tunnel, but not connect the front or back walls of the tunnel. So often I see a side hook kick, kind of like that, where it connects the front, connects the back, and wouldn't proceed straight through the tunnel. So the idea is from here, we talked about that start position, keep your heel aimed directly out. If you have a look at my foot position, heel higher than toes, not the other way around. When you come back, if you notice, I kept my knee at the same level. So let's just run through that one more time. Knee is up, hold that knee up, kick through the tunnel, keep that knee up. Can you see where I am? I didn't dip that knee at all, and I put it down. Just to concentrate on the foot position, heel is your target. Your ankle is dorsiflex, so in other words, try and get the instep of your foot towards your shin, and your toes are lower than your heel. Of course, that's a training mechanism. Make sure also from here, once you're up, thrust, back, and down. So let's say one more time, up, thrust, back, and down. So a little bit of a lean away from your kick is acceptable, but never forward like that. Just remember, you have a ball and socket joint in your hip, so you can only go so much before your femoral head hits the cover over it, what's called your acetabulum, and that's around about 90 degrees. So as you're going up, you can lean away a little bit, but just be cautious not to create an obtuse angle. You want to keep that at a 90 degree or even an acute angle so that you are not dissipating too much of your power. So that's a tip for side thrust, or Yoko, geri, kekomi. Please join us in 2 weeks' time for Yoko, geri, keage, where, as I said, I'll compare and contrast, and I think it's good to see how the two are done at the same time.